this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Dolphins 14, Titans 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Byron Jones.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Riggs. Mike 22, Mike 22. And watch this.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 22, Mike 22. Coming after you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. At a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
He'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So good starting field position. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
At their own 33-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got three.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
That is 3 plays.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Watch the whip. 19 right. Check.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Dolphin field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's track. Kill. Watch the edge. SOS. Check. 60 Bobcat. Check 13. Check 3. Check smash. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Watch the screen.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Keep giving it to him. Come on, keep giving it to him. Let's go.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
Makes the score Dolphins
Extra point
31.
up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
You don't want to know. Share. 18 Cardinal. Tracking 60. Check 52.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He's checking. Crack. Smash. Watch twist.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
7-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith, and that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Titan. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tighten up. Out straight. Motion.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Panther 60. Panther 11. Mark 22. Watch the slant. Street. He's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, it's Tua. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Dolphins 38, Titans 3. Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Let's get sack lunch.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Second down.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for his wideout.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Coverage.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for his wideout.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And that will write a finish to this ball